Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. This story here is my top 10 Chicago mob attorneys in Chicago. Just defense attorneys that I personally seen in court many times. I'm sure there's several other top defensive attorneys too, but these are the ones that I actually seen in court. If you like my stories, please hit the like button, and I appreciate your comments below. Now, during the infamous Family Secrets trial, Joe Lopez had a hell of a time trying to control Frank Calabrese. Frank's brother, testified against him. He would lash out, swear, pound his fists on the table. Then Frankie Breeze, against Joe's advice, took the stand in his own defense and really lost his temper in the courtroom. The judge had to reprimand them both many times. Now, here's an old veteran. Back in the day, this guy was one of the top defense attorneys in Chicago, Thomas Breen. He is very sociable. He's represented several Chicago outfit guys, as well as some judges, crooked politicians. And he represented little Jimmy Marcello at the Family Secrets trial and actually got Jimmy acquitted on one of the murders where the jury hung. Now, if I was ever in trouble, this is the guy that I would call Ralph Metrick. I think he's the best top defense attorney in Chicago. First time I seen him was at the Family Secrets trial. He led the defense team of Anthony Twan Doyle, the Chicago cop who was a good close friends with Frank Calabrese. He oversaw Daryl Goldberg and Damian Churros, and is very relentless. Here's the late, great Ed Jensen. Way back in the day, this guy was a top defense attorney, the mob's attorney, if you will. I seen him towards the end of his career where he wasn't so great. I seen him represent Frank Caruso Jr. at the Cook County building. He represented Jerry Scalise, Rod Blagojevich, and several other top criminals. Now, one of my favorites, Rick Halpern. This guy was a Vietnam veteran. He played a short stint in the NHL. He represented several Chicago mob guys. In his last stint, he represented Joey the Clown Lombardo at the Family Secrets trial. I remember when the verdict was read and Joey was found guilty, Joey was banging his cane on the table, yelling at Rick Halpern. Now, God forbid you or your family members ever get in any trouble. This is the guy you want to call on the left, Daryl Goldberg, super savvy attorney. I met him at the Family Secrets trial. He represented Anthony Twan Doyle, crooked Chicago police officer on the right, and he pleaded with Doyle not to take the stand. They had a good case. They had a chance of beating it, but Doyle would not listen and failed on the stand. There's a fine young attorney I would highly recommend, Damian Churros. I've seen and spoke to him many times in court. He represented Anthony Twan Doyle at the Family Secrets trial. He also represented a high-ranking outlaw motorcycle gang member, Mark Polkman, at the Mike Sarno trial. He represented Blago at one of his trials, one of the best attorneys practicing today. Now, here we got a father and son, legendary defense attorneys in Chicago. On the right, Sam Adams Sr. I seen him represent Gus Alex back in the early 90s. And then on his left, spit image of his old man, Sam Adams Jr., top defense attorney in Chicago. I seen him represent Rod Blagojevich at Blago's second trial. A real character. Now, one of the most colorful defense attorneys was this guy, Joe Lopez. I've seen him many times in and out of court. He represented a lot of the Chicago heavyweights, guys like Sam Carlisi, Frankie the Breeze Calabrese. I also seen him represent this guy on the right on a gun charge, Mario Ranoni. He even represented that lowlife Drew Peterson. He would dress to the nines at court, Hugo Boss, Armani suits, matching pink socks, pink ties. Now, there's another top defense attorney in Chicago, Terrence Giuseppe. I actually lived in the same building with this gentleman, got to know him pretty well. We would drink at the same bar. I seen him represent Betty Lauren Maltese at her trial. I also seen him represent Mike Sarno at his trial. He represented power broker William Salini and several other Chicago outfit guys.